Hi, it's me, Jane, with Scraptastic Yarns Podcast. Today we're going to talk about a few things. One of those happens to be what I'm going to start out with, which is knockers. I'm from Lock Haven, Pennsylvania, and I've told you in past podcasts that I head up the prosthesis program at our local prayer shawl group. Well, Hannah of the Cozy Cottage is having a knit-along, I guess you would call, for knitted knockers, which it's a great program, and I wholeheartedly back that. I believe her little challenge starts March the 1st. I can't remember how long it goes to. I'll link the video down below. But I wanted to talk a little bit about knockers, and that being the breast prosthesis. In it, she begins to talk about one of the things that the silicone breast forms, how heavy they are compared to a knitted knocker. And I'm going to show you a form that I have. One of my clients that received knitted knockers had donated this, and this is a foam form. This is approximately a size C cup, and there's a number on there which tells you the color and also the approximate size. If you go to the Cancer Society, you can look up what size this is. It kind of covers anywhere from a C to a D. Now this is a foam form. It does have a light, I'm going to pull this out. Sorry about the crinkle. It does have a soft backing that is like some of the light cotton lycra bras. And this one is foam. It's got like a swimsuit material on the top. But I can tell you, when I received it, I had to wash it several times. It's light. It's not heavy because it's foam. Silicone can weigh up to 5 to 8 pounds. And even though this is kind of soft, it does get hot. If you've ever laid on foam directly, you know how hot it can get. And, that's uncomfortable. With the knitted knockers, crocheted normally they use either acrylic only if you're going to use them for swimming, or if you're going to use, you can use a cotton acrylic blend for swimming as well. And over at knittedknockers.org, they have a list of of materials that are, that they recommend for use. Those items have been tested and they've determined that they hold up well when you're actually wearing the item. Now I also make one that I sew, which is done, you fill it with microbeads, and like I've said in the past, microbeads are the devil because they have a lot of static in them. So you have to get them into the sewn prosthesis a certain way, which it's not easy, and you'll find those little beads everywhere for weeks afterwards. I've told you in the past that even my cat had them all over herself. I no longer have a cat. The cat passed away a couple of years ago, and we chose not to get another cat, although it's driving me nuts. So I would appreciate if you would consider possibly knitting a knocker, crocheting one, donating them to Knitted Knockers. It's a great cause. I also wanted to talk to you about some of the things that I found that Medicare actually will cover 4 to 6 mastectomy bras per year. But when it comes to the prosthesis, for silicone prosthesis, they only allow one every 2 years, or they allow one foam every 6 months. Now that's only if you've had one mastectomy. If you've had a bilateral, they will go up to 2, which is good. When it came to Medicaid, as to whether they covered mastectomy bras and prosthesis, that is up to each state, because Medicaid, each state gets to determine the benefits and how they're handed out. Now, I do know that Medicaid federally, there was a law that was put into place that if you chose to have a reconstruction surgery, that in most cases they'll pay for almost all of it. Now, neither Medicare or Medicaid actually even pays for wigs. Different insurance companies have different plans. Some will cover some of the costs, some will cover all of it, some will cover only certain portions of it. And Medicaid is one of those that your state may cover a certain portion of it, and then you have to cover the rest of it. Take a look over at the Cancer Society's sale page for their prosthesis, and you'll get an idea of how expensive they are. They are very costly. Now, the cost has come down since my mother had her mastectomy, but they're still pretty high, in my opinion. I'm going to go right into some items that I've finished. So far, I've just been able to get a few things finished, mainly because I've been doing a lot of the quilting for baby quilts for mothers at risk through the Williamsport Hospital, and we're trying to get those finished up so we can get a good dozen or so donated, and so I've been working on those. The other thing is, we're doing those hats for the babies monthly, so we're doing hats. We've already turned in a lot of our hats for February. We do have some for March that are going out that have shamrocks on them. And then we have some that have Easter bunnies and, little flowers, butterflies. We had someone make a suggestion, because we're in Penn State, Happy Valley country, to do some football, maybe some basketball. I haven't gotten around to making any basketball hats yet, but, I'm getting there. So I've got a few. I've got about maybe 20 that are done. I chose this month, I kind of wanted to get away from typical baby colors, because Easter has so many colors available, so we chose to use a lot of color this month. We will most likely turn those in at the end of the week. So they've got those ready for March into April. We do have some more hats that are coming out. Did a couple of the little knot ones, knotted baby ears. They're real easy. I've told you in the past about one of our recycle stores. It is Scraps and Skeins in State College. It benefits Strawberry Fields, which is people with mental and physical disabilities, to give them some skills, teach them how to measure, weigh, those kind of things. And they just moved into a new section, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And while I was there, I happened to pick up a partial skein of some real pretty yarn. And you can see that one little skein ball made 2 hats, and then I made a couple of butterflies and one flower to go on another hat. So it went pretty far. I was pretty impressed with it. I'm so full of ums today. I don't know what the deal is with it lately. I had decided I don't have any other finished items. I had decided that I wanted to do some loom knitting. I wanted to loom knit a hat. Every once in a while I get in this mood, I want to play with my looms. And this is one of the Martha Stewart looms. And of course, I couldn't find the round circular one that I had, and I thought I wanted to make a hat out of it. So, and I will tell you this story. Lots of times I buy things and put them away in that safe space. Can never remember where they're at. Yeah, that's what happened with that. So, I bought another loom, Martha Stewart loom. I know a lot of people don't like them because the pegs are easy to come out. But I do know that once I get a hat size that I like for the babies, I most likely will either Gorilla Glue those all together, so I actually have that one loom set for just that, and then I have the other set that I can use. I can make huge looms now with 2 sets. Of course, while I was looking for that, well, let me tell you about this yarn. This yarn is an oldie. The yarn was donated to the senior center, knitters and crocheters at Mill Hall, and one of the balls, several of the balls, I've got a pink, a purple, and that blue. I don't think I have any white. I think it's just all those 3 colors. But this is the label that came with it. It's Pentex, and as you can tell, the store that this came from was Ames. Some places it's called Hills or Hills Ames, and that store went out of business quite some time ago. And at the time, the original price was 99 cents for 1.75 ounces. And the name of this is Angocell. It does have a little bit of a halo, so I'm assuming it was kind of named after a type of Angora or something. But it's some real nice colors, and of course the lady that got these when Ames was going out of business got them for 50 cents a ball. Each ball will make a hat, so I think I've got 6 balls of that, so I can get 6 baby hats. Now, while I was out looking for that Martha Stewart loom that I couldn't find anywhere, I found another project that I had started, and it is a scarf. This is a wool in a lace weight, and I had decided I was going to make this real pretty scarf called Aliana. It's a very beautiful scarf. I just barely got started, so now I need to figure out where I'm at in that pattern and keep on going. I do want to tell you a little bit about a little accident that I had. I purchased some of the Diet Coke Ginger Lime, one of those boxes of them. I like the taste of it. I actually forgot that in one of my bags I had a can in there. Here comes the accident part. Well, it got laid too close to the heater and it exploded. I'm going to show you, I had started Hedonist House Coat in this lovely deep violet color. I'm going to show you what happens, and this item is still wet because I've just rinsed it out because I want to get the syrupy out. I rinsed out my explosion. Can you see that lovely? That's where the Diet Coke exploded. It's only those 2 spots. I'm going to go ahead and continue to dry this. Now it's been washed and rinsed. And I am going to continue to crochet that. Because it's for me to wear. Most likely just in the house. And you know, accidents happen. I'm not going to rip it out and start all over because you can see it goes almost all the way to the beginning. So I decide I'm just going to carry on. If I don't like it when it's finished, then I'll probably crochet something to applique over it. You know, you have accidents. I'm going to move this table out just a little bit so I can get to acquisitions. Did I need anything? No. I already have a ton. But you know, this month the Mill Hall Senior Center, their monthly little trip is going to Altoona, to the local Hobby Lobby store. Well, I can't go because I have a machine embroidery class that day. And normally, you know, I can't ride the bus anyway. I drive my car. So I decided, since I wasn't going, I was going to go ahead and order online. I had a gift card that was given to me at Christmas. So I just ordered some yarn online. It's the I Love This Yarn by Hobby Lobby. That is a light peach. I did get 2 skeins of this, and it's called Stonewash. Really like that kind of blue. Reminds me of country blue. I did get 2 skeins of burnt pumpkin. We do pumpkin hats when we get to October. We'll be doing pumpkin hats for the babies. I also got a real pretty amethyst, light purple. 2 of those. And then I also got, hello! You can see my nostril hair. I also got this color, and I believe it's Dark City Blue. Now, I probably should have got more of this, because I really like that color. But it is what it is, and, you know, that's what I got. That is yarn that I'll be using for different projects for me, or prayer shawl. You know, for some reason, I have a hard time doing things for me. Now, recently, AC Moore's had this Nicole Studio yarn on sale. So I went a little crazy. Bought $36 worth. Of course, I bought it for the baby hats. Kind of hoping that they'll, you know, reimburse some of that every other month or something. But if they don't, it's a donation. We just, like I told you, we decided to go with some different colors. And this color they call soft green. I call it more vibrant green. And of course the pale baby blue, and this is a, they call it soft rose. It's a little darker pink. I do have a lighter pink. And then I got 6 balls of white. Now the girls took all of the white, which is fine, you know, to make hats, because the rule is if you take, you have to make hats. I also got this, which is called a bright blue. And then got this is called deep pink. And I really like this yarn because it's soft. Also got a soft pink, which is that lighter pale pink that I've had for a lot of hats. And then also a soft, also a soft purple. I did have some other yarns, but the girls did take all of those yarns. And one was like a turquoise color, and it's real pretty because they've been pairing it up with the pink and pairing it up with green and I believe a dark blue. And it looks adorable in those hats when they get them finished. So we're doing that. I do have some gray that I'm also going to use because it's, you know, bunnies come in all colors. So gotta have some bunnies with some gray. That is basically it for that. I don't have anything else. So this is a pretty short one. So I'm gonna let you go, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks. I do plan on uploading a video once I get it finished. It's more of a narration of how I did my steeking on my sweater. I did get that finished, came out good. I just wanted to let you know exactly how I did it so that you can see that. And with that, I will see you next time.